Abigail here at the Breaking Glass Pictures Mixer during AFM at the Indio Lounge, and I'm here with Randall Batinkoff, who is the director, co-writer, and star of 37: A Final Promise. Would you like to tell us a little bit about the movie before we get into all the other aspects? It's so on point right now with everything going on in the world. It kind of references a similar situation like Brittany Maynard and her choice to end her life when she was battling terminal cancer. And it's also it's a book and a true story. There's a little bit of a twist there too, because the movie actually is out before the book, which is so rare.
That's right. That's right.
So what can you tell us, I guess, about the story? Give us some background for it.
Okay, well, basically, it's a story about a man who has suffered his whole life with guilt and depression.
Okay.
And he makes a plan to kill himself on his 37th birthday.
His 37th birthday.
On his 37th birthday. And a few months before his expiration date, he meets and falls in love randomly with this woman who he soon discovers has a terminal illness.
Okay.
She wants to die, and she wants him to help her do it.
Okay.
And it's a true story, and it's there's a book. The book is called How Angels Die,
How Angels
which
Die.
is coming out in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, okay.
Yeah.
And with that, did you, doing research for doing the screenwrite and everything, did you, how did you kind of go about that? Did you speak with the writer of the book as well as, you know, people who were involved in this man's life? Or
Sure.
how do you go about a process like that, I guess?
Yeah, I actually know the guy who it happened to.
Okay.
And he is the author of the book. His name is Guy Blues.
Okay.
And he's also a producer on the film. So he's a friend.
Okay.
I met him.
Oh, wow.
I met him about 10 years ago.
Okay.
And he had a 37 tattooed on his body, and I asked him what it was, and he said it was how old he was going to be when he died.
Okay.
And I asked him how he knew that, and he said because he was going to kill himself on his 37th birthday.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. So you've been around during the whole culmination of deciding to turn it into a movie, deciding to turn it into him writing about his life. Oh, that's amazing.
It's intense.
It doesn't usually work that way.
No, no. And then I ran into him a year and a half after sort of meeting him, and I asked him how old he was, and he was 38. And I said, "So what happened? You didn't do it?" He said, "No." He decided, he had too much to live for, and he just didn't want to, destroy his mother, etc.
Okay.
And I asked him about his girlfriend, and he told me that she had died. And I asked him how, and he told me that she took her life.
Okay.
So it all sort of stemmed from that.
Right, right. Yeah. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
Very intense.
Yeah.
And it is available now for worldwide for people on iTunes and Amazon.
Yes.
And video on demand.
Yes.
And that's amazing.
And we're here at the AFM.
And here, right.
And Steve Istock and California Pictures are selling it all over the world now. So.
Okay. And now, how does the man feel about all of this attention that he's getting for it? I mean, is it? Well,
I think the fact that the film and the book are now coming out, I think that he's obviously, it's cathartic in some ways. I think he's sharing the story with people.
Right.
So he's a very private person.
Okay. Okay.
But I feel that.
But he found artistic ways to share his story, and that could help so many people.
Absolutely. And people
not just entertainment, but.
Yeah, people are so affected by the story. The reaction has been incredible.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's a very powerful story. I can't wait for you to see it.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. I'm going home tonight and getting it. Yeah.
Good,
well, thank you so much for taking some time to sit and talk with us. Are there any other projects that you're working on right now that you'd like to speak about?
I'm on a new series called Allegiance.
Okay.
I just worked on.
Okay,
in New York.
what is that?
It's a great spy show about Russian spies in America.
Okay.
It's kind of like The Americans, but it's modern day.
Okay, modern day. Oh,
yeah.
That's really fascinating.
Yeah.
Great.
So
and you are filming that now? Or?
Well, I just did an episode last week in New York.
Okay. Okay.
So working on that, and I have a few upcoming film projects I'm working on.
Excellent.
Trying to figure out the next directing.
Yeah, well, if they are anything like how this sounds, I mean, that's amazing. That's really great.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you for joining us
tonight. Of course,
tonight.
my pleasure.
Have a good one.
All right, thanks.